Right. Okay. Good morning, everyone. All the online students. Is it the screen is visible? All the online students. Could you please everyone respond in the chat window? I request all the online students need to be respond in the chat window. Right. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Let's get started then. Okay. So the one we have been discussing about this particular playwright automation as part of this particular playwright automation. Okay. As part of that particular playwright automation, I will be taking with basic program and then it will be taking with individual programs here. So we have been discussing about this particular medium level of the program. So in that, previously, what are the concepts we done? First program we done with open application, close application. Then we have been discussed about login and logout. After that, we discussed about playwright configuration file. Then we discussed about manually open the browser and close the browser. And after that, we have been discussed about we will be taking this particular one of CodeGen tool. Along with the CodeGen tool, we discussed about that particular verification. And then we got test data. And then we got mouse over. So these are the concepts we have been done. Now, continued with the same thing. Okay. Continued with the same thing, we need to be get go with, right? So continued with the same thing, we need to be get understand some more concepts here, right? So continued on this, we need to be get go with some other concepts here. That is what we will be taking with frames concept. So previously, we just understand that what is mean by frame, how we need to find with the frame. What is mean by frame and how we need to be get find with the frame. That is what we understand. So now we need to be get go with, right? So which need to be get go with in taking into the practical. Further, we got a manual test step. What are that particular manual test steps here? As part of that particular respective manual test steps, okay, first we need to be get open that particular application. First, we need to be get open that particular respective application. Okay, so if I just go with that particular respective of application, if I just go with that particular respective application, we need to be get perform that particular login. We need to be get perform that particular login. Once we have been done with the login, we need to click on add button. We need to enter with the first name and then last name, then click on save and taking with the logout and close the application. This is what manual steps. Based on that particular manual steps, we have to continue. Based on that particular manual steps, we need to be get continued in developing that particular respective automation scripts here. So let's see that how exactly we can continue. Let's look into that, which we will be taking with 77. Under the test folder, you are creating with the new file, providing with the file name, mentioning the frames. TC underscore frames, right? So which we will be taking with these particular respective frames. frames dot, it will be adding spec dot ts. Okay, frames dot spec dot ts. Right? Done. So this is what I will be taking it. Okay. See the concept now. Right. So as usual, first I will be taking with import. First I will be taking with import. So import, I will be taking with test. Expect in case of you want to implement with the verification, you can go with the expect. Otherwise, you will be working only test model. Then you will be taking with test method. As part of our understanding, one test method is equal to one automation test case, right? So one test method is equal to one automation test case. Okay, done. Then you will be taking with provide that particular test description. You will be providing TC underscore frames. Okay. So now you need to be get continued with that particular test steps. You need to be get continued that particular respective test steps here. So that particular respective of test steps. If I'm taking with this particular one, it will be taking with that particular test steps. So as part of test step, first we need to be get open the application. It will be taking with await page dot go to. You need to be get provide that particular application URL. So whatever that particular application URL is there, you need to provide that particular application URL. Then you will be taking with the await page dot. I will be mentioning that wait for timeout. You will be taking with this particular respective of 3000. Okay, so which I will be mentioning that I will be taking with wait for timeout. I will be taking with the 3000. Okay, now for the confirmation, I will be printing with the statement console dot log. For the confirmation, you will be taking with the statement console dot log. It will be mentioned that application open successfully. Okay. Or I can mention that application open. Okay. Now we need to get go with enter username. Enter username and password. So to get enter that particular username and password, we are mentioning that which it will be taking with, right. So we need to be get go with in mentioning that it will be taking with that particular XPath to forward slash. It will be taking with the input square brackets at the rate name equal to in a single code txt username. Txt username. Okay. Then it will be taking with that particular respective dot. It will be mentioning that fill method. So which it will be taking with that particular respective of Suresh IT. So in the same way, we need to be get go with that particular password. And for the confirmation, we are printing with the statement that it will be mentioning that username and password is enter. Username and password is enter. Now we need to be get go with click on login button. Click on that particular login button. You are finding the object performing click activity. Login completed. So once login has been completed, then you will be taking with. After login has been completed, you will be taking with the next step. Now we need to get click on add button. Click on add button. You need to click on that particular perspective of add button. So further, clicking on the add button, let me find that particular object. I'll see that value attribute is available or not. So which we got to open the application and then doing with the login, taking with the right click and inspect. See here, we given value attribute, right? Yes, value equal to add. So after that, once we click on this particular add button, we need to enter with the first name. So we'll be finding that particular name. We can provide that particular name. Okay. Now we can see here, you will be taking with this particular step. So now we need to get enter employee details. Okay, that is we will be taking with the first name. We need to get provide that particular first name, and then it will be taking with last name. So which it will be mentioning that it will be taking with the first name and it will be taking with last name. Okay, employee details center. Now you need to get go with click on save button. To click on that particular save button, let me find that particular object. You will be clicking on that particular save. So here we got an option. You will be taking with the value, which you will be taking with the value. We got that particular respective of value. So this is what it will be mentioned that it will be taking with these particular respective steps here. Send this way, we need to be get mentioned. It will be taking with the value. Okay. Now, for understanding purpose, I'm just printing with the statement new employee added. Because this is indirectly we are automating the test case of adding the new employee. So we are automating with the test case. We are automating with the test case of adding new employee. Okay, so which I will be able to automate adding with the new test case here. Okay, then it will be mentioning that it will be taking with the next step, which I will be taking with that particular respective of next step. After that, we have to click on that particular logout button. You need to click on that particular logout button. Await, it will be taking with page dot, it will be taking with get by role. It will be taking with get by role. So that it will be taking with the link, it will be taking with the name mentioning that particular logout. Logout completed. So now see the concept. So as part of our yesterday discussion, first we need to refer the manual steps. Whatever the manual steps are there, based on that particular manual steps, we need to develop automation script. Meaning of developing the automation script. The meaning of developing automation script is you will be writing. Okay, so the meaning of developing automation script is which you will be taking with in writing with the code and then taking with the execution. That is what we have been done. First, what we done, we refer the manual step. Based on that particular manual step, we have been continued. Okay, so based on that particular manual step, we have been continued in developing that particular respective automation scripts here. Okay, let's see that. Now here, if I just go with this particular one, First, we got imported that particular test model, which we have been imported that particular test model. Then it will be taking with this particular respective of test method. Under the test method, first we got open the application, enter username, enter password, doing the login. Once login has been done, we need to begin click on this particular respective. Once we done with the login, then it will be taking with clicking on that particular add button. Click on add button, enter with the first name, enter with the last name. Click on that particular one, enter with the first name, enter with this particular last name. Now it will be taking with this particular employee details center. Click on save, new employee added. Then it will be taking with logout. So this is what it will be mentioning, that it will be taking with these particular respective steps here. So in this way, we need to be get go with. In this way, we need to be get go with. It will be taking with these particular respective steps here. So this is how you need to be get go with in mentioning that it will be taking with the program. Now let me execute in a program. First I will go with open in integrated terminal. First I will be taking with open in integrated terminal. Okay, done. So now it will be having this particular step, which I will be taking with the command npx playwright. Npx playwright. Okay, npx playwright. It will be taking with the test, which I will be taking that particular test folder. Then it will be providing the file name tc underscore. It will be taking with frames dot spec dot ts. Then it will be taking with headed mode. So tc frames, it will be taking with that particular respective spec dot ts, which it will be taking with that particular one. So this is what it will be mentioning, that it will be taking with this particular one. Okay, so this it will be mentioning that it will be taking with this particular respective of right program. Let's see the execution, how exactly it will work. Let's see that. Now, if all the steps are working fine, we'll consider our automation script has been passed. If automation script has been passed, then you will consider that your manual test case also pass. But see here, is it clicking on add button? Is it clicking on add button or not? No, it has been failed. So our program has been failed while clicking on that particular respective of add button, right? So the program has been failed while clicking on this particular respective of add button here, right? Okay, that means see the concept now. Script has been failed. We got an error. If we got an error, now what we need to do here? First, we need to be get analyze it. Is that script issue or functional issue? First, we need to cross check that is that functional issue or script issue. So let me confirm functional issue or not. Functional means manually itself not working. Functional means manually itself not working. Let's see here. Let's look into that. So which step is failing? We are clicking on the add button. We are clicking on this particular add button. If I just click on the add button, manually working or not? If I'm clicking on that particular add button, manually working or not, guys? Okay, perfect. So that means manually it is working, then it will confirm. Manually it has been working, then it will confirm that there is no functional issue. In case of functional issue, immediately will report the bug. That is how you are coming up with finding with the bugs at the time of automation. At the time of automation. Okay, so this is what we got. So now we confirm that there is no functional issue, problem with the script only. Problem with the script we have to resolve. So to resolve that particular script, first we will be taking with wait statement. The first solution you need to be get. The first solution you need to be get try with, you will be taking with wait statement. Right? So if I'm just taking with that particular respective of wait statement, so what I will be doing is after clicking on the login button, once login has been done, maybe it is taking some more time to load that particular page. As already wait statement is there, I'm just increasing with the wait statement. Here already added wait statement, but now I'm just increasing that particular respective of wait statement. Okay, so as I'm able to increase that particular wait statement, now I will execute it. First, we are trying with this particular respective of wait statement. First, we are trying with this particular respective of wait statement. Okay, so if I'm just taking with this particular respective of wait statement, if I'm just taking with this particular respective of wait statement, now let's see it will be working or not. I'll just go with the execution. Now we can see that either it will be working or not. Doing the login. Is that clicking on add button? Clicking or not, guys? No. So we added, right? So we have been added. So it is not able to click on that particular add button. So that means we tried with the wait statement. We tried with the wait statement, that particular wait statements are not working. We tried with that particular wait statement, that particular wait statements are not working. So then, as wait statements, the solution is not working. Another solution, object identification. Nothing but element locators. Object identification, nothing but it will be taking with element locators. So if I'm taking with this particular respective of object identification, or I will be taking with that particular respective of element locators. Let's try here. We are clicking on the add button. You're already working with that particular XPath with single attribute. We tried with XPath with single attribute. As it is not working, let me try with XPath with multiple attribute. A single attribute is not working. A single attribute is not working. Let me try. It will be taking with this particular respective of multiple attribute here. Okay, so which it will be taking with, it will be having these particular respective steps here. Right? So which it will be able to take with these particular respective steps. So now let me try with you will be taking with this particular one. Let's look into that, how exactly these things will be done here. Okay, right. So let's see here. Now, I will be taking with the type. Okay, so I'm just adding this particular square bracket. Then you will be taking with the at the rate, which you will be taking with type equal to button. So first we tried with wait statement. That is not working. As wait statement is not working. As wait statement is not working. Then you will be taking with this particular aspect, right? Wait statement is not working. Then you will be taking with object identification. Now let's try this particular one working or not. Let's try this particular one working or not. Okay, let's see that. So it has to click on add button. Let's see that. Clicking on add button. No. So still it is failing it. So first we tried wait statement, not working. We tried with object identification, still not working. As both the things has been not working, then it will be taking with another concept, another solution. That is what it will be taking with frames concept. But directly, you cannot write any code related to the frames. Before writing with the code related to the frames, before writing with the code related to the frames, first you need to confirm that. Before writing with the code related to that particular frames, you need to be get confirmed that frames are available in that particular application. So how you will confirm that frames are available in the application? So how you will be confirming that frames are available in that particular application? So how you will be confirming? To confirm that frames are available in application or not, to confirm that frames are available in application or not, you need to search with the tag name of iframe or frame. You need to search with the tag name of iframe or frame. If you are able to see any one tag name, if you are able to see any one particular tag name of iframe or frame, then it will confirm that frames are available in application. So now further, wherever program is failing while clicking on the add button. So there I will be taking with the right click and then I will be taking with the inspect. So once I done with the inspect, all the online students, please be more active guys, please be more active. Once you done with the inspect, you got a highlighted one. Once you done with the inspect, you got that particular highlighted one. So once we got that particular highlighted one, from the highlighted one, you need to navigate to upper level. Please be very clear, guys. From the highlighted one, you need to navigate to upper level. So while navigating to the upper level, So while navigating to upper level, you need to cross check that each and every particular node. So you need to cross check that each and every particular node. So here, while referring with the each and every node, see the tag name. You have to see the tag name of iframe or you will be taking with tag name of the frame. You need to refer the tag name of frame or you need to refer the tag name of iframe. Okay, right. See here, look into this. Which you will be taking with this particular tag name of frame, or it will be taking with the tag name of that particular iframe. So if I'm just taking with referring it, see here, I'll navigate to upper level. So div tag, input, div tag, form tag. So till the time of you're reaching to the first line, you have to refer. So still referring it, body tag, head tag. Having the tag name, guys. All the online students able to see the tag name of iframe. Not only able to see the tag name, once I'm keeping the cursor at iframe, see the application. In the application, that particular whole frame is highlighting. That particular employee information, that particular whole frame has been highlighting here. So that particular employee information, that particular whole frame has been highlighting. So that is what you will be taking with, which need to be get mentioning that you will be taking with this particular respective of tag names here, which I will be taking with this particular respective of tag name. As we confirm that frames are available, now we need to write a code to handle the frame. So for that we have to enter into the frame. To enter into the frame, we got a frame ID. You are able to see the frame ID. We got a tag name of iframe. Now you can understand why our program is failing. Even though we written correct object identification, why the program is failing is while working with the playwright, that particular playwright directly it can communicate to the web page only. Directly it can communicate to the web page. As directly it is able to get communicated to the web page. As directly it is able to get communicated to the web page, it can communicate, but not like directly communicating with these particular frames. That is the reason we have to clearly inform to that particular playwright to enter into the frame, then perform the action. Till now what we are doing, we are clicking on the add button on the page, on the web page. But it is not available in the web page, it is available in the frame. Because of that, we are writing with the code and mentioning that enter into the frame. So how you are writing with the code to enter into the frame? You will be taking with the constant, you will be taking with the frame, you will be taking with page dot frame locator. So here the tag name is you will be taking with iframe, and then we got that particular ID equal to, we need to be get provide that particular ID. So once you enter into the frame, now inside of that particular frame, you need to click on. In the frame, you need to locate add button. In the frame. Okay. So then it will be taking with, this is, it will be taking with that particular frame. And here also, it will be taking with that particular frame. Okay. So then in the frame, it will enter that particular username, sorry, first name, last name. In the frame, it will click on the save. After that, again, it will come back to the page. So once I mention within the page, automatically playwright can understand that it has to perform the actions on the page. Again, we doesn't require to inform to the playwright. We doesn't require to inform to the playwright In saying that, take with the exit, automatically it will understand to take that particular exit here. So in this way, we need to be get go with in mentioning that in having these particular frames concept here. Now see the whole program now. Importing the test module, created the test method, open the application, enter the username, enter the password, click on login, enter into the frame. In the frame, click on add button. In the frame, enter the first name, last name. In the frame, click on save button. Then taking with the logout and close the application. Now you can see here, this time it's need to be able to get work in the correct way. This time it's need to be able to work in the correct way, taking with that particular login. Now it has to click on add button. See here, clicking on add button, enter with the first name, enter with the last name, click on that particular save, taking with the logout and close the application. So all the steps has been working fine. So indirectly, we got automated that particular test case of adding new employee. That is what the job role of automation tester. As a automation tester, we need to refer manual test cases, nothing but manual steps. Based on that particular manual step, we need to be get comfortable. Based on that particular manual step, you need to be get comfortable in developing that particular perspective of automation script. In developing that particular perspective of automation scripts here. So this is what you will be taking with these particular respective steps. This is what you will be taking with these particular respective steps here. Okay, if you want, I'll just execute once again. I'm just executing once again to see that how clearly it has been working. It's need to be get open the application, doing with the login, and then it will be taking with. Once login has been done, it will go with click on add button. Once it got click on add button, entering with the first name, entering with the last name, click on save and doing with the logout and close the application. So this is how you will be able to take it, which need to be get go with these particular steps. Right? Okay. So this, the whole concept related to frames. So previously we got mouse over and then we got frames. Now write with the new heading. All the online students, please write with another new heading. That is what you can mention that alerts or pop-up. Write with the new heading alerts or you will be taking with pop-up. Okay. Right. First, you can just make a note of the test step to get in a clear picture. Make a note of the test steps. First, launch browser. Next, launch browser. Next, I will be taking enter URL. Enter username. Click on login button. Enter username. Click on login button. Click on login button. Next, retrieve text from alert. Retrieve text from alert. Retrieve text from alert. Click on OK button on alert. Click on OK button on alert. Next, enter password. Click on login button. Click on login button. Click on logout option. Finally, close application or browser. Okay, right. See these particular test steps here. What exactly mean by these particular respective of test step and how exactly you will be working with these particular test steps. Okay. See the concept here. Now, first we need to get open with application. First, we need to get open with application. Enter username. Once we enter the username, clicking on login button. Once we got click on the login button, alert has been displayed. Now the requirement is we need to retrieve text from alert. We need to retrieve text from alert and then clicking on OK button. Retrieve text from alert. Retrieve text from alert and click on OK button. Click on OK button. That means the conclusion is we need to understand that how exactly we can automate, we can handle alerts or pop-up while working with the playwright. See the understanding. The first concept you need to clear is with the help of automation, with the help of the playwright, with the help of automation, with the help of the playwright, we are okay. So with the help of that particular playwright, we are not able to develop any of the alert. Please be very clear, guys. We are not able to develop any of the alert. But while executing or while working with the application, while working with the application, in the application, in case of any alerts are there, that alerts you are able to handle. In the application, if alerts has been there, we are able to handle that particular respective alerts. Okay, right. So how we can handle the alerts? That is what we need to understand. So handling the alert means what you have to do? Just we have to click on OK button. Mainly what we can do, two things here. One is we can retrieve the text from the alert. Another one is you will be taking with the buttons. We can click on this particular button. So now clicking on the button, we are already knowing it. So what we are knowing in case of the required button has been available on web page. If the required button has been available on web page, see the concept, See the concept. If the if the required button, if the required button has been available on web page, available on web page, very easily we can automate. That is, we are already expertise on that. So what is the syntax he followed there? He will be taking with that particular await page dot. He will be taking with the locator. He will be taking with that particular element details, and then taking with the dot. He will be working with the click method. So how this statement is working, if I'm taking with this particular statement, if I'm taking with this particular statement, this click method, this particular click method need to get refer the element details. From where you are getting with the element details, to get that particular element details, you are referring with the HTML code. So from where you are getting with the HTML code, that is what I will be taking with the inspect. How we got an inspect, we will be taking with right click on, it will be taking with the object, or it will be taking with element. Right click on object, or it will be taking with element. So that means first what you have to do, you need to begin go with in doing that particular right click activity. Once you have been doing that particular right click activity, then it will be taking with the inspect. Once you are doing that particular right click activity, you will be taking with the inspect, you will get an HTML code. From the HTML code, you are finding with the element. From that particular element, you will be taking with click activity. Okay, so this is what it has been. This is what it has been done. Okay, now see that. So previously, which you will be taking with the right click. Once you're done with the right click, you got an inspect. You're finding that particular inspect. Right? So now let's see here. The same concept. So here you got that particular HTML code, from there inspect, from there you will taking right click. The same concept, let me apply for alert. Let me apply for alert. We got an alert. Now I want to take the right click. I'm doing the right click. But is that allowing you? I'm doing the right click, but is that you are able to perform the right click? No. So that means the common functionality of alert. The common functionality of alert is, once alert has been displayed, alert, the common functionality of alert. Okay, so the common functionality of alert is, which once alert has been displayed, it will not allow you to perform. It will not allow you to perform that particular right click activity. It will not allow you to perform that particular right click activity. As you are not able to perform the right click, if you are not able to perform the right click, see the concept. If you are not able to perform the right click, you cannot get inspect. Without inspect, you cannot get HTML code. Without HTML code, you cannot get element details. Without element details, you cannot perform click activity. Right? So you cannot perform the click activity. If you are not able to find the object, if you are not able to find that particular object, you cannot perform that particular action. So that is the reason what these particular playwright people has been done. What exactly these particular playwright people has been done is, these particular respective of playwright. These particular playwright itself to handle the alert. If the button has been available in alert, in the playwright itself to handle that particular buttons, they provided the two methods. One is it will be taking with accept method. Another one it will be taking with which it will be taking with dismiss method here. Okay, just 1 minute. That's right, guys. Which you will be taking with this particular accept method, and then you will be taking with dismiss method. So here we got in two things here. One, you will be taking with the accept method, and then you will be taking with that particular respective dismiss method. So these are two predefined methods which is already available in the playwright related to alert. Accept method, it will click on OK button. Accept method to click on OK button. Dismiss method to click on cancel button. Dismiss method to click on that particular cancel button. Accept is for OK button. Dismiss is for cancel button. Okay, done. So now you can see here. These two methods, which are available. Okay, so these two particular two methods which has been available, okay, so which has been available in the class name of, you will be taking with alert, which has been available in the class name of alert. Okay, so the alert itself, one particular predefined class. In that particular predefined class, we got a method name of accept, and then we got a dismiss. And along with that, our requirement not only clicking on the button, you need to go with retrieve the text also. So to retrieve the text, you will be taking with the message. To retrieve the text, you will be taking with the message, which has been used to retrieve. To retrieve text from alert. Please be very clear. This method, it will be working only to retrieve text from alert, not from web page, not from the web page. In the alert, if we have a text to retrieve, that particular text from alert, you will be taking with this particular respective of method. So now, while working with the alert concept, we can understand that alert has been considered as a one particular predefined class. Along with that, we got a method name of accept method, dismiss method, message method. Accept method to click on OK button. Accept method to click on OK button. Dismiss method to click on cancel button. Message method to retrieve text from alert. Message method to retrieve text from alert. So that is what I will be taking with this particular respective of methods. Okay. Right. This is very straightforward. There is no confusion at all. And apart from this, you need to understand one extra concept related to alerts. So while working programming, while working this particular programming, if I'm taking this particular programming, there is a concept of event listener. See the name, guys. The name itself, it is clearly saying. The name itself, it is clearly saying that event listener. Listener means listening. So it has to be listen something. Whenever it was listen something, it has to perform the action. So the meaning of event listener is here. Executes required action whenever its related event is triggered. Event is triggered. So what is the meaning of this particular statement? See here, see the concept, guys. The meaning of event listener. The meaning of event listener. Executes required action. It will execute some required action. But when it will execute, whenever its related event is triggered. The best example you can consider student and then trainer. You can consider student and trainer. Now, all you guys are the students and I am the trainer. So you guys are attending the session, like 1 hour, 1.5 hour session you are attending. In that 1.5 hour session, for the total 1.5 hour, see here, I'm taking the session 1 hour or 1.5 hour. Consider that 1 hour. In that 1 hour, when you are responding, you are not responding for every minute to minute. Please be very clear. You are not responding every minute to minute. Whenever I'm asking the question, whenever I'm asking any question, then you will respond. Otherwise, you are not responding it. Yes or no, guys? In a total 1 hour of the session, if I'm asking anything to respond, then immediately you are responding it. If I'm not asking anything, you are not responding, you are totally ideal. That is what concept here. So here, the student you can consider as a event listener. The student is considered as a event listener. Best example, guys, don't be confused at all. So concept is very simple. As a student, you can consider that you are the event listener. Why you are the event listener? For a 1 hour you are attending the session. In that 1 hour, You are responding only if I'm asking the question, you will respond. If I'm not asking the question, you will not respond. But you are available in the session. You are available in the session, but you are not responding for every minute. Whenever I'm asking the question, then only you are responding. That is what the concept of event listener. Now, while working with the playwright, we got an event listener. That is what we will be taking with the page dot on. We got event listener. That is what we will be taking with page dot on. So this page dot on is considered as a one event listener. So inside of this, you will be writing with the code related to the alert. To handle with the code, related to the alert, you will be writing that particular code. So by that, when that code will be executed, immediately it will not execute. In your program, whenever alert has been displayed, it will execute. If alert is not displaying, then it will not be getting executed. Okay, so that is what I will be taking with these particular respective steps here. So in this way, I will be taking with these particular respective alert concept. But as part of programming, rather than using with the terminology of alert, you will be taking with the dialogue. Okay, so rather than you are using the terminology of the alert, you will be taking with the terminology is you will be taking with dialogue. Okay, so now that particular dialogue we can go with accept method. We can go with that particular message method. Whatever the method you required inside of that, you will be taking with that particular method. Okay, so in this way, you will be taking with this particular concept. So concept is very simple, guys. Extra concept you got is event listener. Meaning of event listener, when it is executing, whenever its related action is occurred, then it will execute. If it is not occurred, it will not execute it. Same concept, you guys are responding if I'm asking the question. If I'm not asking the question, you are not responding it. So that is what you will be taking with this particular alerts concept. Let me write an example for that. You will be taking with the TC, you will be taking alerts spec dot TS. TC alerts dot spec dot TS. Okay, as usual. First, we will be taking with import. Then you will be taking with that particular test method. And then you will be taking from playwright. Now you will be taking with test. And then you will open the test method. First, I will be giving the description. And then you will be taking with the page. As usual, you need to perform test step. So for that, you need to be get open that particular application. You will be taking with await, you will be mentioning that page dot go to. Then you will be providing that particular await, you will be mentioning that you will be taking with page dot wait for timeout. For the confirmation, you will be printing with the statement that you will be taking with console.log. And then you will be providing application open. Then you will be taking with enter username. You are entering with the username. Once you enter with the username, then you will be taking with clicking on login button. Please be very clear. You are clicking on login button. Once I got click on this particular login button, alert will be displayed. You need to handle the alert. To handle the alert, what you are doing for the total program, anywhere, whenever you are executing with the program, if you got an alert, you need to get handle that particular alert. For that, you are taking with the event listener. That is what I will be taking with the page dot on, which I will be taking with that particular respective page dot on. Okay, so as simple, you will be taking with this step. So here you need to begin go with mentioning that you will be taking with this particular step, you will be taking with page dot on. Okay. Now first what I want to do, I want to retrieve the text. So to retrieve the text from the alert, I will be taking with dialog dot, I will be taking with the method name is message. But I want to print this, not only just retrieving it, I need to print it. So to perform the print activity, I will be taking with to perform the print activity, I will be taking with console.log. Okay. So once I done with the print activity, once I got done with that particular print, now I need to click on OK button. So to click on OK button, I will be taking with dialog.accept. See what are the methods you will get related to the alert. Accept method, dismiss method. Accept method, click on OK button. Dismiss method, click on cancel button. Message method to retrieve the text. Okay, so now we return this. Okay, so this is what you will be taking with this particular respective one. Okay, so this is what I will be mentioning that. So dialog I will be taking with page dot on is a predefined class. Sorry, predefined event listener. For that particular see here, page dot on. If I take with page dot on, it will be taking with event listener. So for that particular event listener, internally it got a connectivity of the class that it will be taking with the dialog. Which I will be taking with the dialog is a class. Okay. In that particular dialog class, we got a method. Method name is message. Another method, accept here. Now, all this code we mention in page.on. Page.on is an event listener. What is the functionality of the event listener? Whenever its related action is performed in the program, then it will execute. Otherwise, it will not execute. If I am asking the question, it will respond. If I am not asking the question, it will not respond. You guys are the event listeners. So page.on also same thing. So inside of the page.on, whatever the code I written, what is the code I written? Related to the dialog. That means related to the alert. So in my total program, if alert is displayed, that code will execute. Alert is not displayed, it will not execute it. Okay, done. Then for the confirmation, here I will be taking with console.log alert accepted. Still to get in a more clear picture after retrieving the message, I will be taking with this wait statement to see that, to confirm that, okay. So to confirm that it has been working or not, I mean, for the to make a slowdown of execution, I'm adding the more wait statements here. Okay, right. So now we clicked on this login button, alert will be displayed. Once alert has been displayed, now alert handle, alert code will be executed. After handling with the alert code, then what I need to do? I need to be get go with in entering. Okay, so which I need to be get go with in entering that particular password. TXT password. So TXT password. Okay. So it will be taking the login completed. Then I will be taking with click on logout option. Click on logout option. So now I will be taking with logout link. Then I will be taking with await page.wait and logout completed. Now see the steps. What are the steps I written? Open the application, enter the username, click on the button, alert will be displayed. It will handle the alert. Then enter the password, click on the login, click on the logout. Let me run the program. So as usual, I will be taking with the clear. NPX, it will be taking with the playwright test. TC underscore, it will be taking alerts dot spec dot ts. Then I will be taking with the headed mode. See that. Alert will be displayed. You will be able to see that has been getting executed. Then guys, so you're able to see all the steps, right? All the steps has been getting executed. So this is how you need to be get go with in handling this particular respective of alerts here. So let me execute once again here to get in a more clear picture. I'll just execute once again. The username entered, alert has been displayed. It's got clicked on OK button and then entering with the password, taking with the logout and close the application. Okay. So now you can see, you're able to see the alert message, password not given. So by seeing this message, you will confirm. By seeing this particular message, you will be confirming that. Okay. So by seeing this particular message, you will be confirming that alert has been displayed. But in Playwright, we got one more advantage. What is the advantage is, see here. I'm not writing this code. I delete it. Now I'll run the program. If I run this program, according to our understanding, program need to execute or it has to fail it. If I run this particular program, this program need to be get executed or it has to fail it. Right. It's need to fail, right? Because we have not written any code. So the pop-up will be there. We are not handling it. It's need to be get fail it. But let me run it. You can see it will not fail it. It will pass the program. Let's look into that. Because by default, Playwright will handle the alert. Now we can see it got handled the alert, but that is not getting visible. Internally, Playwright is handling the alert, that alert is not getting visible here. And you don't have any confirmation, is it really alert has been displayed or not? Because it is not printing any alert message. So you will not have any confirmation. That is the reason to have in a more clear picture, to have any confirmation, alerts has been available or not. Always it is suggestible in writing with the code related to these particular respective alerts here. So in this way, we can handle with the alerts while working these particular respective of playwright here. Okay, so we got test data, verification, mouse over, frames, alerts. In the same way, we have in a keyboard actions, so that we need to understand how exactly we can go with that particular keyboard actions. Right? So slowly we'll be moving into the advanced program. So all these are the medium level of the programs here. So slowly we'll be moving into the advanced program. But before moving into the advanced program, first you need to be get comfortable. First you need to be get comfortable in taking with these particular aspect of all these programs here. Okay, because if you're not doing with the hands-on, you cannot get in a clear picture. And this Sunday, you will have an exam, guys. Okay, so these particular Sunday, you will be having with the exam. The timings will be 9:30, 9:30 to 10:30. So 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. 1 hour exam will be there. Online exam up to object identification. Up to object identification. Okay. So that you will be having it. Take with the plan, take with the preparations according to that. Clear? Okay. Any questions? You guys can carry on your questions. All the online students having the questions, you can carry on your questions. Yes, Naresh, you can carry on.
Yes, sir. Sir, we have not yet done with the drop-down list concept, sir. Are we going to discuss about that
Yes, yes,
later?
it will come, it will come, it will come.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Okay. So test is on Sunday, guys. The test will be on this particular Sunday. So Sunday, what is the date? I think second. Second, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Online test only. 1 hour exam will be there. You will have any descriptive programs and you will be having objective programs. Both the programs will be there. Up to object identification, you need to prepare it. Okay? Right.
Sir, actually, I have one question for the
Yeah.
alert. If suppose
Hmm.
yes or no pop-up message getting display. If suppose user click on yes, then save successful message getting display, and click on no, then there is no data is saving. So how we are validate the exact once click on save? How we are going to validate that particular data is save or means success data verification save or not?
So in that particular alert, it can be OK button or it can be S. I mean, most of the time you will be having in alerts two buttons, either S no or OK cancel or some other name. Names can be anything. These accept method, it will click on the first button. Dismiss method, it will click on the second button. That means if we have an alert of S no button also, to click on that particular S button, it will be taking the accept. To click on the no button, it will be taking the dismiss. Okay.
And how to identify valid user or not valid user, valid user or invalid user? Once click on yes for alert.
Once you click on the S, now assume that you click on the S button. Then if it is displaying one more alert, in that alert you have to retrieve the text. So to retrieve the text, you will be taking with the method name of the message. You are printing that. So when you're printing it, then you will be knowing that that particular text has been displaying or not. So if you want to compare this, again, you will be writing the code of if condition. Okay?
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay, right. Yeah. Next.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, can you explain this execution of this test methods once again? I mean, from first we are going to this open the browser, then go to that application. So,
Correct. So it execution will start from the test method. So in
uh,
this particular test method, first it will open the browser. Once browser got open, then it will come to the test step. Whenever these test steps are executing, in between of these test step, if alert has been displayed, then it will come to the page dot on. If alert is not displayed, it will not be executing page dot on. Okay.
and
Hmm.
what is the functionality of this accept method? So what will do exactly? Dialog dot accept.
You got a pop-up here.
Yes, yes.
Clicking on the OK button. So to click on this OK button, accept method is doing it here. Okay.
When we click on OK, then it will execute this accept.
Our program has to click on OK button. So to click on that OK button, we have a predefined method name is accept. Okay. Okay.
And one thing.
Hmm.
Till now, we use that for object identification. We use that get by role method. Inside get by role, we use two predefined roles like link and button. Hello.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Is there any other predefined role of the get by role?
Mhm. Repeat the question.
Um, for object identification, we use that page dot get by role. In that
Hmm.
page dot get by role, we are talking two arguments. One is the role, and this one is the attribute. Attribute.
Hmm.
This link is there. So,
This get by role means we are saying that what is the role of this particular object. So now logout is there. What is the role of this logout? The role is the link. So that is what the role we are mentioning it. So then it will
like
find out.
uh, like that, is there any other predefined roles or there? Till now, we
No,
used
you can.
only link and button. Any more?
Most of the time, those two things will be there. You can go with the drop down. We can go with the text box. Based on that particular element, we can use it. Whatever the element is there, according to that element, we can use it. If it is a label, we can try with the label. If it is a text box, we can mention with the text box. If it is a drop down, we can mention drop down. We can mention that particular roles.
We can directly mention like that also. This
That's need to have in a developer. If a developer has been written that internally, if developer has been considering that is in a drop down, that is a text box, then it will work. Otherwise, it will not be working. Okay.
and how we could make this.
You have to
Um,
make a trial and error. First, you have to write it. If it is working, you will consider that. Otherwise, we need to try with the other option. It is trial and error only. Just by seeing the application, we cannot say that this will work for get by role and this will not work for get by role. Okay.
that's it. That we can able to but my story is some link list drop down list or label. We can directly use that name system or
Yes,
any
we can
predefined
mention. Yeah.
method
No, we can mention that.
directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
So, sir, why are we writing page dot on event listener after the test method? I mean, before the test steps, because we are performing the test steps, right? Like we first of all we are entering the username, Later, we are clicking on login button. After that, we are receiving the alert pop-up.
Correct.
So why are we declaring above the test steps event listener?
Because I want see, rather than giving in between, so that alert I'm not applicable for only one step, right? For a whole test step, whenever alert has been displayed, it has to execute. It's not like belongs to any one particular step. That is the reason we mentioned in the top.
Okay. So whenever if we are receiving multiple alerts after the other steps as
For
well,
these,
it gonna capture it.
yes, but this whole total test step, for the whole test steps, whenever alert has been displayed, it will handle it. It's not like related to any one particular step. Okay?
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Next. All right, guys. No more other questions, right?
Hello, sir, one more thing.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the event is the method.
Repeat the question.
The page dot article. This
Ah.
two arguments are there. So one is for page and this one is dialog is the class object.
No, this dialog you can consider as a one of the predefined class. This should be a dialog is a predefined, it should be dialog only. For this particular async method, what you are passing, this can be any name, it doesn't make any problem. But here, this dialog should be in a predefined. This we cannot change with the name. If we change it, it will give an error. Okay.
That is the class.
Yes, for this particular page dot on. So page dot on you are taking with the listener. See here, page dot on is an event listener. For that particular event listener, this dialog is in a one particular predefined class. So which is having the connectivity for this particular page dot on. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Right. So exam will be only on object identification, guys. I mean, starting off for automation basics. From automation basics to object identification. Multiple choice will be there. At the same time, descriptive programs also there. Both the programs will be, I mean, both the concepts will be, both the questions will be there. Okay. Right. Okay then. Take care about the things. Meet you tomorrow then.